state almost empty.
Okay.
Just off the interstate.
I'm not going to get that line.
This far now.
Hello out there. Is it okay? I want to introduce you all to some of our guests here tonight. On the podium is Mr. John Garner, the Consul General of the United Kingdom. Mr. Garner is our invited guest. What? Can you hear me in the back? We have two special guests with us tonight. Mr. John Garner, who is the Consul General for the United Kingdom here in Houston. And we have the former Governor of Texas, Mr. Mark White. We'd like for you all to sort of give them a round of applause, if you would, please. Thank you. We asked Mr. Garner to be here so that we could reaffirm our ties with the British people and our friendship for them. I know everybody was there. We knew British people and we really grew to love them. Mr. Garner is new to Houston. We want to welcome him to the United States just the same way that we were welcomed by the English people when we were in London. So without further ado, let me introduce Mr. John Garner, Her Britannic Majesty's Consul General for Houston.
Thank you very much, Ed. Now, I've been in the diplomatic service for many years, so I never come unprepared to a gathering such as this. So I have written a few words down, but when I say a few words, I really do mean a few words. But it gives me the greatest pleasure to be here this evening to add my greetings and welcome to the pupils and teachers who attended London Central High School so many years ago. I believe originally it was going to be the pupils who attended in the 60s, but I understand that that has been extended somewhat. This mic seems to be rather better than the other one. The alumni of the London Central School are members of a transatlantic partnership that had its beginnings more than 40 years ago when American troops joined Britain to end the war in Europe. Memories of a friendship forged in the fire of war are inevitably fading. But the Americans who were at school in London in the 1960s, as well as in the years before and since, are part of a new generation who lived in a Britain which was very different to that of the 1940s. But just as Britain of the swinging 60s bore little resemblance to that of 20 years before, so the Britain of today shows many changes from that which many of you knew. Under Mrs. Thatcher, Britain has achieved a dramatic change in her economic fortunes. Britain is also now part of an emerging new economic superpower, the European Community. But this has not changed the special relationship which exists between Britain and America. This is based on shared values in freedom, democracy, and the rule of law, which remains as strong as ever. We also, of course, share the same language. Although somebody once said we are two nations divided by a common language. I remember on the subject of communication, there was a gentleman traveling on the Underground station on his way to Wembley Stadium. He was unfamiliar with it, and he turned to the passenger next to him and he said, "Is this Wembley?" And the chap said, "No, it's Thursday." He said, "So am I, let's go and have a drink." I believe that the twin pillars of the Atlantic Alliance, forged more than 40 years ago, are still the basic foundations of the free world, and that reunions such as this help to sustain those values and friendships which we all hold so dear. Thank you very much.
When we're through with the short speech making, I hope all of you will take the opportunity to make Mr. Garner feel as welcome as they made us feel in London. You know, the thing that made London Central High so unique, as all of you know, was the outstanding educational system that they established. The graduates that were turned out from London Central today are leaders in industry. They're leaders in the world. They're doctors, they're attorneys, they're shuttle astronauts. We've got it all. We've got rock bands, we've got everything. And the reason for that is London Central High School. The unique system of education and our teachers, they were dedicated. Our fathers did not let us misbehave. And therefore, we have got one of the finest educations in the world. The gentleman I'm about to introduce to you, when he was governor of Texas, he instituted one of the largest reform programs ever. He took on the Texas football coaches. He told them, if your kids don't pass, they don't play. And since that's happened, the educational scores in the state, the quality of education has gone up. Governor White is here to see for real how a good education can, what a good education can do for people. So please welcome Governor Mark White.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ed. I want to thank you, first of all, and to each of you, welcome to Houston and welcome to Texas. But we have a special appreciation for what Ed has done. He's a one-man economic development team bringing all of his friends from around the world to our city and our state. My gosh, Ed, if I'd have had that kind of support, I'd been reelected. Let me say that, Mr. Garner, General Garner, I want to thank you for your attendance here this evening. I have a son who is taking the summer and studying English in Oxford. Of course, he's doing it as a foreign language. And he called back in and told me that he was getting along quite well. And he was enjoying the summer there. And he spoke with an accent that I couldn't understand after just 3 weeks. I don't know what you've done to him. But we're delighted to have all of you from England who have been here tonight because of your stay there at London Central. Before we go any further, I would like to say, if we could, see the hands of those who were the teachers at London Central. Do we have any teachers here? One of the things that we were debating in Texas was the question of the way in which we spend our money on education. And from what I've learned of London Central, that you didn't spend all your money on school buses, you didn't spend them all on facilities, but you still had a great educational quality because of the fine teachers and the fine leadership they provided in that classroom. That's precisely what we've been trying to do here in Texas. We had a little trouble occasionally. Some of the coaches didn't understand that we wanted all the kids to pass their courses before they played football. And we had a little problem one day with the president of one of our school boards from out in West Texas. And he was standing on the front steps of the Capitol as I was coming to work right after lunch, and he got into a debate with me over the quality of education and the no pass, no play rule, and I kept trying to answer his questions, and finally, in his frustration, he said, "I would rather my child be well adjusted than be able to read." And I couldn't understand how a child could be well adjusted and not be able to read. And so for that reason, I think that what you've seen by your own experiences and what we see here this evening is that young people properly led with quality teachers will yield a quality product, and that's why we're doubly proud that you have selected Houston and Texas to share in this reunion. And I want to welcome each of you on behalf of our citizens of Houston and our citizens of Texas not only to this occasion, but also to suggest that you might want to stay here for a while because we don't have any income tax in Texas. And I see 2 heads nodding yes and 1 no. So that's 2 out of 3 is not a bad deal. But we are happy tonight to join in welcoming you and hoping you have a very wonderful reunion and a treasured memory through the years to come because of what you've done and experienced here this evening in Texas. Once again, glad to have you here, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Governor White. I hope each of you will also make Governor White feel welcome to our group after this is all over with. 2 or 3 quick announcements. The people taking the videos are Sheffield Video, and they're going to sell a reunion video of all the events, but they will also be putting on the videos you've been seeing in the lobby being run will also be included. The sort of the history of Central High will be included on the back end of what's going on out there now. For those that want to go on the tours tomorrow, even though you told me on the registration form that you wanted to go, you need to register with the Gray Line lady in the morning. She will be here at 9 o'clock till noon. So you need to get a ticket from her if you want to go to NASA or if you want to go on the city tour. So be sure and get a ticket. The third thing, we have lots of memorabilia for sale. We need you to buy this. We need your money to help us with the overhead cost. But other than that, we want everybody to have a good time. There's not going to be any speech making. So let's go get it, Bobcats. Yeah.
Hey, just on behalf of all of us Bobcats, Ann Gray from the class of '64 has a presentation for Ed, all the work that he's done on behalf of all of us to bring us all together tonight.
This is super, right? And Ed's making our dream come true. And so for Ed, we just have a small gift, token of our appreciation from all of us, especially class of '64, which is great, and all the rest of you.
There's going to be more, but you have to leave, man. You have to leave. You London drunks! Hey! I need a minute! I need 1 minute! Go for it, man! Hey! Don't fool with me. 1 minute. Hello, my name is George P. Birdsong III. I'm from the Walla Walla, Washington, the class of '62, and I'm running for senior class president. No. Hey, you guys that are here think there might be some committee behind all this. Yeah. There ain't no committee. Ed Smith is the committee. He is the committee. Don't clap. It's serious. Don't clap. Don't clap. in the spirit of Central High School, we're going to try to pay him back by passing around garbage bags. Now give me some good-looking women from the class of 62. 64 too. And you all step up. Don't fool around, step up. Here we go. Get him, women. He's $10,000 in the hole.